Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a wonderful night. I hope y'all had a great week and a great weekend. Did you have a great week and a great weekend?
Yes, I did. I had a good week. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long week.
Yes, I agree. I work all days of the week, so I feel the same. But we are still going to bring y'all this episode because y'all know how it is and what we doing. This is our truth.
His mom.
And I am her son.
I told y'all folks were tired.
So this topic is going to be a little
in the left field.
not really left field, just different because of the world and the world we live in, and a lot of things that's happening that's different, and how people are accepting certain things in this world. You got lesbian people, you got bisexual people, you got gay people, you got your transsexuals, and then you have your the poly people. Now, those people are, for some reason, and it's crazy because I didn't even know that this was what today's episode was about. But I have been seeing a lot of stuff online on different apps and stuff, and it's been a lot of pro and anti polygamy, and a lot of things that I've been seeing about it is people's perception of it and what they believe it is and what it consists of because of the different types there is and the different forms of it. And I had seen a response, and this guy said, there are no such thing as a monogamous relationship. The monogamous relationship would mean that you only need that one person all your life, and that one, like, I guess, according to monogamous, it's one person, that person. And he said, even if you have children by one person and you end up no longer with that person and you have another relationship and you have children with that person, you are now in a poly relationship, even if y'all are not in a relationship and they don't live together. And I'm reading, and I'm like, I see what they're saying. It's not a poly traditional relationship because it's like, okay, I'm cordial with this mother and I'm cordial with this mother. We got kids. We all hang out and talk. The moms know each other. They talk. They keep the children together. We all hang out together.
Right.
And they're saying that that's a monogamous relationship that's acting as a poly without it being that. And a lot of people always try to make a polyamorous or the word polyandry relationship only sexual, and they don't really think about the from what I see, I guess the benefits of it. Like, I've seen people, and it's crazy because the same conversation, one person goes, "Man, it's good for the community. The people bring, like, if three incomes in one home and everybody working, and it's not hard." And then right after that, the person's response is, I shouldn't need a third person to be helping me with my bills. Me and my man should be able to take care of it and got it and all that. And I'm able to do this and do that. I ain't gonna lie. When I was reading it, I was really feeling like the woman was being selfish. Because I'm like, okay, that's good that you're able to accomplish that and do all that. But why not help your sister be able to do all that too then? Help her. Why shame her because you're able to do this, but she can't? And in my mind, that's what the concept of a sister wife is when it comes to a polygamous relationship. Now, I know a lot of people may hear this, especially the people who are pro polygamy and do a lot of correcting. And let me tell y'all this before y'all get the correcting me in. He talking about polyandry. He talking about this now. He talking about that now. I'm not 100% sure on each terminology and the name that goes with it. Like, I'm learning about all this new stuff, kitchen table stuff, the triad. Like, they got so many different types of poly relationships that it makes people think that it's not a real community thing. It's not about having a real connection. And a lot of people comment about that is you think you're living a monogamous relationship, but you're not. Because some people are okay with being in a relationship and letting that significant other do their thing or do what they want as long as they don't bring them back home or nothing. Like that's the polygamy relationship. And one woman said it best I read. She said, it's not that women don't want to share their man. They don't want to share them emotionally. They don't want to share them with the stuff that makes them care.
Like what?
Like I don't know, like in my opinion, I guess she was talking about the fact of them getting to know each other, or having conversations on a regular basis and learning what their dislikes and likes are, like falling in love. Like I don't think women like the idea of a man falling in love with another person while they're in love with them. And a lot of people say like people are gonna do what they want to do, and they say it's in our DNA. It's in a man's DNA. It's in our right. And as a man who has daughters, I be thinking about that, like, because it's not something you can force on people, and it's something that they gotta want for themselves. And I think people think about how they feel if their kids would have come to them saying that that's what they want or that's how they want to live. And I guess exactly like how people say they gotta accept their children if they want to be gay or whatever and all that other stuff. You gotta accept them no matter what. So if your son or daughter come up to you telling you this my boyfriend, this my girlfriend, or or whatever, then you have to respect it, in my opinion, because I'm really starting to wonder what's so bad about a poly relationship, other than the government saying it's bad. Because, and even though I hate to bring this up this way like this,
I
but
think that I don't think there's anything technically wrong with a poly relationship as long as leave children out of it.
but that's different. Children gonna be born.
And I think that's where it to me kind of because it's confusing to them, and if it breaks down, that's even more drama, confusion. Um,
How's it confusing if it's already explained?
how would it, I think I'm explaining it.
I seen some on Snapchat where the kids talked about it, and they didn't seem bothered. It was on Snapchat. It was like a My Crazy Love Life or something, whatever. And then they started asking the kid, "Well, how do you feel about it?" Like, "Oh, I like having two moms." So I mean, I don't know, but it's the same thing as a married man who has children with another woman and he's married.
It's actually a show.
Only difference is they're not living in the same house.
It's actually a series
On Netflix.
Polyamory,
Uh,
like that.
I'm hearing that they get a bad look on it.
Is that so that ain't it?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. From what I'm seeing on I mean not Netflix, on the social medias and them talking about it, they're like this. It shows that there's a dark side to it. Like there's a dark side to everything. There's a dark side to monogamous relationship. I'm trying to figure out like why are people always like our podcast. Our podcast is called Monogamous versus Polygamy. But why does it have to be versus? Why does it always have to be like no? I'm saying because because they always want to compare a polygamy relationship to a monogamous relationship. Like, don't get me wrong.
To me, I say to each their own.
Yeah, and it was in the Bible. Even though a lot of people be like, "Well, the Old Testament was the Old Testament. God only follow everything in the New Testament." The Old Testament got testimonies in it. You can't ignore those to act like they never happened. So you can't pick and choose. I don't think God was like,
well,
I got this New Testament, and I don't want y'all to ever think about the Old Testament.
Well, the New Testament is a rebirth of the Old Testament. The New Testament is basically a reflection of how things changed from the Old Testament. Because we ain't out here slaughtering lambs on the altar as a sacrifice. That's what they did in the Old Testament. I don't see folks lining up to wash nobody's feet in church. So Peter's Rock. Peter's Rock, they wash their feet.
Oh yeah.
um, and that's what they did in the Old Testament. So I don't see that's happening in churches on the first Sunday of Communion Day. People whipping out their feet to be washed. Um, so it's just they say the Old Testament is pretty much how it began, and the New Testament is pretty much how it ended.
I don't know.
But is there a difference between relationships from the Old Testament and the New Testament?
Relationship?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't really pay attention to anything like in the Old Testament or the New Testament really to show like, well, honestly, in the Old Testament is there like with the different people who couldn't have children and different prophets who had more than one wife and all that. Abraham, I think he had. Noah had. But yeah, it's not talked about in the New Testament like, oh, this person has Shimlock and Lelock. But I do believe, I don't know, I'm probably going to have to do some real deep diving on it. But I do believe it may be something in the New Testament. Because, I don't know, I just feel like the way people live, like, I don't know, I haven't watched the show, so I don't know how it is. But I don't know if that's really what they do in Nigeria or whatever that place is based off of. But I've seen it's a lot of people that's living that way and they're very happy. Like very, very happy. Happier than people who so call themselves monogamous people. And I'm not docking monogamy because honestly I would live either one.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you just like this, and people take it like they want to take it. Monogamy means to be with one person faithfully for the time you deal with them. Ain't nobody in the United States of America been monogamous. Well, except for this show I watched called Bringing Up Bates, the Bates family. I would say some of them have, but they married young, like 20, 19, 20, and they still together. So they didn't believe in kissing before marriage. Um, they didn't believe in they believed in side hugs. Um, and they, they it was a courtship, and they were you know how you have what they call it a monitor. Someone goes with you on your date.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what they did. They supported each other, and so I would say them. They are in monogamous relationships, but they have only dated their wife. Well, they dated other people, but it was, you know what I'm saying, they only
right.
them. But outside of them and maybe Amish people, I don't see. I think the majority of Americans have never been in a monogamous relationship, even if they with someone now.
I think it's
I bet money they didn't dip.
I think it's the unknowingly. I think if they don't know that they're living that life, they're happy.
Okay, yeah.
Which is sad because there are a lot of people out there in the world who enjoy the company of other people and wouldn't mind living that life, and they're looked at as being weird or I don't know, not respectful and all that. And I don't see it sometimes. I'm like, y'all could benefit off each other, especially if y'all got multiple kids and the father's incarcerated or unalived from sickness or anything bad. And
I'm gonna tell you
that, but they don't want you to live that. And this is why I really think they push it though. Like, and I'm gonna say this because I think that's why the reason behind it is because it helps them be able to push this government assistance stuff. It helps them be able to push this. Oh, you need our help in order to live. So we're going to give you Section 8. We're going to give you food stamps. We're going to give you all this stuff so you can live your life because you can't get them. You got all these kids. You ain't going to get no man.
Yeah, but I don't know. If I was in a poly relationship and our man went to jail or dad, We ain't no poly no more. Better get on out of my face. Going about the business. I ain't staying. For what?
I mean,
three, not me and her.
If there's no children involved, then yeah, I understand that.
Look, even if it is kids involved, but my kids.
Now, if y'all was helping each other out and all that and helping,
yeah, but no,
y'all created a system.
It's like weird to me because I'm thinking that most people that and do you believe that most people that are in those types of relationships are people with, and don't get mad at me because I'm asking the question and y'all can answer it because I don't know. I'm not mental. People with low self-esteem.
No. You know, Neo got 3 wives, and they are all beautiful.
Neo who?
The singer.
He don't.
Yes, he do.
His first wife divorced him.
No, he's married to 3 women right now. He's in a poly relationship.
After the first wife divorced him?
I don't know nothing about no first wife. I just know this man is happy.
He's divorced.
He don't care. He happy now. And all 3 of them are happy too.
Akon. So he needs to go to jail. Because, marriage, that's the nigga.
I don't know. Maybe the other 2 not officially. I don't know. But Akon as well. The singer.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm so lonely. That guy.
Not legally. Neil is legally single, but he publicly refers to his partners as his wives or girlfriends. He is in a self-described polyamorous relationship.
Yeah.
He has been open about dating multiple clarified this is not 3 separate relationships, but rather one relationship involving all of them. Yep, after he got divorced, and maybe that's why she divorced him, because she didn't want to be in this situation, and he did. Yeah.
That's a big possibility. I know Akon opened about it. I know he said he was living that lifestyle.
They divorced in 2023.
Oh.
Him and his wife.
Who was their wife?
Neil.
Oh.
She said she accused him of having an 8-year history of infidelity. So, and who you said, who else? Outside of Neil, you said,
Akon.
Yeah.
I'm locked up, they won't let me out. Oh, no. I'm locked up.
Is he locked up?
No, that was
and
a
they
song.
won't let him out? Then he
it was a good song. Can't wait to get out and move forward.
Akon has long lived a polyamorous lifestyle with multiple wives, famously enforcing a strict hierarchy where all partners must respect his first wife, who he calls the queen. However, his legal wife of nearly 30 years filed for divorce in September 2025.
I wonder why she's getting divorced.
So they got married in 1996 because she ain't signed up for that. Some men want their cake and eat it too.
That makes no sense.
You don't want me to have my ice cream and eat it too.
First of all, if I have a cake, I'm going to enjoy seeing it, and then I'm going to eat it. I had my cake and I ate it too. I don't like that reference. I really think that's one
Some men want their cake and your cake, and they want to eat it too.
No, that's not what it is. It's just some men want 2 pieces of cake at the same time. That's it. Period. I just want 2 pieces of cake.
And we don't want that, and women don't want you to have 2 pieces of cake.
That's because they brainwashed.
They barely want you to have your piece of cake.
Women are brainwashed in America.
Well, now why we gotta be brainwashed so we want to be uno dos?
Because y'all wouldn't even live or know anything about living this way if it wasn't for coming over to this side of the world.
What are you talking about? It wasn't Adam, Eve, and Steve.
It wasn't. It was Adam, Eve, and Lydia.
Right. What's wrong with Adam, Eve, and Steve? Right.
I'm not saying.
If you want to be in a poly, well, how about it's me and two bros? Since it's no problem.
Women has done that. It's called polyandry, and there's even a country where
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's even a country where a woman can have 10 husbands. It's pointless, but it's possible.
You said polyandry.
Yes, polyandry.
Polyandry is what really called polygamy. It's
polygamy.
That okay. In which a woman say, "Look, go get my glasses out the room. Don't laugh at me. I'm trying to read this."
You said polygamy.
It's not what it looked like. And my grandbaby got her glasses. I gave them. In which a woman takes 2 or more husbands at the same time.
Yeah. See?
It's polyandry is contrasted with polygamy, involving one male and 2 or more, and then it cuts off. Well, we know what they're gonna say. Oh, okay. I guess there's a lot of stuff out there. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither. And it's weird because why would 2 men want to be in a relationship where neither one of them is the king of the household?
Maybe they both are.
Nah, it don't work like that.
You might say that.
Because it's the.
Now, then you understand how a woman feels. Take that emotion and put it on a woman. We feel the same way.
Why?
Because I'm my domain. This is my house. I don't need no one coming up here telling me how to do stuff, what to do, when to do it, and do whatever. All up in my space, all up in.
The only person that's doing that is the king. Mm-hmm. That's the only person that's doing that. The queens follow the king lead. They don't tell each other what to do and nothing like that. They're following the king's lead, and they work accordingly with each other to make sure that he's good so that he can go out and do whatever it is he's doing to make sure that the house is good, the home is good, they're good. It's a unity thing. It's the teamwork. 2 women that find an interest in one man, they feel like they both can help him be the best he can be, and they want to see that so that he can put in them the same energy that they put in him for them to be the best that they can be because they see that he's capable of doing that. I don't see it as an issue. I think it's a beautiful thing, especially if children are born from it and you know that they're going to get the best education, the best understanding of life, and the best philosophies taught to them. Because you know that the man that's leading knows what he's doing, what he's talking about, know how to put forth the action to get things done. Unfortunately, you got a lot of people that don't want to live like that because they're selfish and they're stingy and they think only for themselves and they think with their bodies and not with their mind. They're not thinking logically. They're thinking emotionally. And then you got men out there in the world who just don't care and they're, I'm rich, so I'm going to do whatever I want. And they have multiple families and then boom, it blows up on them. You know why? Because the families find out about each other when the whole time they could have just been all one. And it's like, man, if people don't realize, like, when I used to hear stuff about that or see a show, and I'm like, so this person was flying all the way to another state to spend time with his other family. Like,
he was a cheater.
And then he would go back and spend time with his other family, like the family he's with. This dude was dedicated, and he was spending time with his family.
He was a cheater.
And he could afford it because he owned both homes.
He was a cheater.
But he was a cheater. He was a cheater. I agree because they didn't know nothing about each other. But it was one of those situations where when you find out about each other and then you realize what he's doing and what he's capable of, you're like, wait a minute.
And they both divorced.
It's not rent. Yeah, they did. I think they both left him. Yeah, but I don't know. If I found myself in that situation, yeah, I probably would too. Because me and another man, like, she got a house with you in Malibu. Yeah. We got a crib in New York, upstate. Yeah. I give her a call. I don't think this is gonna work out. I'm gonna move out.
But
I met Chris.
How you don't know? How you don't know?
So her verbal communication is gonna be off a little bit because she's eating peanut butter. Don't mind her.
How you don't know?
Her words are gonna get stuck together.
No, they're not.
When people eat peanut butter and they talk, they sound like they still. It sound like the peanut butter trying to keep their teeth together. They be like, no,
not me.
Yesterday,
not me.
But how would they know what?
I don't know.
Because the proper way to do it is to all live together, be open about it, live in their own home. So that's how they would know.
You flying out of state to spend all this time. I know you doing something.
No, not that you bring a home chicken, because then you believe, like, okay, if he wasn't getting his bread, and I would not believe he going to seminars, doing anything towards work, but he not broke, paying these bills. What? No, he ain't no drug dealer. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time you are a drug dealer. They just don't. They just don't know it. You out there making moves, making packs, and plays. Like, you got a whole other life when you go on vacation, and you always use your vacation time. She's like, honey, how come we never use it? I know you got a lot of vacation time saved up. Yeah, some wrong with my vacation time. They told me it's tied up into my other time, which was the time I had when I had my other time. So the sick time that I used was
So
gone. So they
we
used my
can't
vacation time for
never
sick
go on
time.
family vacations.
Why not? Please, what? Listen, man, I feel like if you got it, flaunt it, man. So and I'm not gonna be biased, if you out there and you're a woman and you got a man on both your arms and you walking in the club and you feeling like a big shot, you should be proud of yourself. Go out and have that fun. Now, my fellas, yeah, what's up, Ghost? Hey, if y'all want to walk in somewhere with two honeys on your arm and you feeling good about that and you like the way they are, how they think, how they treat you, you should be proud of that, man. Sit at that dinner table, they be like, hey, they both with you? You look at that waiter and you say, yes, proudly. You like, yeah, they both with me, man. Shoot. I feel like it's a beautiful thing when it's honestly done and it's nothing like it's not done in secret and people have a real understanding of what they're building and why they're doing it.
I honestly believe, and this is just my opinion, that even though they are in those type of relationships, I truly believe that deep down inside, one of the women went out.
That's crazy.
She feels stuck.
That's crazy. That was very negative.
Because she don't know what she gonna do.
I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's benefits. Yeah, you like,
this
nah,
man that alienated her from her family. They've been together for 20 years. And then she don't have any more family or friends. All about him. She got 2 kids, 3 kids. And he coming to her talking about something. I want to introduce a sister wife. And he, like, it's not like, let's discuss it. He just coming in like, his new sister wife. And then she ain't happy.
But that's only a red flag if like their home is at a farm and you don't see no animals outside or something like that, man. It's like, all right, they just getting started. They, you know what I'm saying? I hear them in the back. I hear the animals in the back and stuff like that. So it's like, no.
You know what? One of them unhappy. I'm sorry. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
I don't think so. Like, you got to think about it. Why would they be? Why be there? Why
because
do it?
She
why
figured
deal
what
with
she
it?
Gonna do? She ain't worked. He took care of all the bills. She didn't been staying at home, wife and mother for this man because he asked her to saying he'll take care of everything. She let her degree go to waste, and now she got 3 years and 20 years of not working and ain't no job. What you been doing for 20 years, girl? And
wait, why she not working?
Because he wanted her to stay at home and take care of the family. And she fell for that crap. And then once he had her linked, hook, line, sinker, now he want to introduce a sister wife.
Hook, line, sinker. I think
she's stuck now.
I don't think stuff like that happens is like not talked about. Like sometimes people talk about it, they have an understanding about what they want to do.
Yeah, now I can understand the ones that talk about it. Okay, like they had I can't remember what talk show this was, but it was a talk show and they had this polyamorous couple on there. Now that I could see. Him and her met in grammar school. They were friends and they started dating in high school and they decided and she had a best friend and they was like their family cut them off and everything. The only sad part was their family did cut them off. Their family cut them. Well, the one girl, her father cut her off. Her mama was kind of iffy. She pretty much was saying her mama, as long as the father was in the house, this is the only time that her mama would speak to her when she got out. Her father had completely cut her off because they started in high school and they have been together for over 20-some years, all 3 of them. The first couple, first boyfriend, girlfriend, their families was okay with it, parents, everything they knew. They liked the girl, you know. And the only thing I didn't like was the first girl's mother would talk about, man, they have been together. I mean, like I said, what, 30 some years. But she would um speak of the other girl as that, the other girl.
Ah, yeah, that's messed up.
Right. You know,
I got a name.
Huh?
It's like, I got a name.
She was like, yeah, I like their relationship, and they get along, and the other girl, she does her what she. It's like they've been together forever. Like, shouldn't you be more welcome? It was like offhanded how she said it. It's not like she was speaking to her as part of the family, but the extra.
Right.
And I was like, they've been together too long for you to keep talking about her like she an extra. Right, because from high school, they have been, since high school. Like, I don't think they breaking up. But yeah, like I said, the only thing was crazy to me, like she said, she didn't have a relationship with her dad anymore.
Yeah, not everybody accepts it. Some people look bad on it, they look down on it. They have a lot of negative opinions about it, and they won't never do it. But at the same time, these are the same people. And no, I'm not trying to use y'all as an excuse, but these are the same people who will turn around and accept a gay person, a lesbian, someone that's bisexual, to be around them, their friends, in their lifestyle. As soon as that person's like, oh yeah, I'm dating a man and a woman, we all live together. Like, oh, wait a minute, okay, now you're doing too much.
Right.
So now, since that person's living in their bisexuality, it's a problem. But
yeah.
You know that about them, and you accept that about them, you're their friend, but when they're actually living like who they are, like, you don't see them get mad at straight people. So I just feel like, yeah, and I really feel like it's a part of control. Like I said, like, I, I believe, which could be wrong, but I believe that there are less couples getting government assistance and all that than there are single mothers and single fathers. I even say single fathers, but I believe the dads out there are out there.
I'll be on Instagram. There's a lot of single parents. This one guy on Instagram, pretty cool. He's actually a single father of 4 kids. I don't know what happened. I didn't go back, to the beginning to find out his story or why he's the only one there with his, children. But man, he's doing the kick butt job. So, yeah, and there's a lot of them out there. Yeah,
and there's gonna be more. So I feel like with these people, it'll benefit them a poly lifestyle. Because they'll have help, they'll have assistance, they'll be able to do things without having the government all in their pockets, whatever, and all in their business, unless they want that.
Yeah, it takes a village. And I don't know.
And they say that. They say it takes a village. And most people be like, oh, no, they're talking about grandmas, aunties, uncles. But what if you ain't got all that?
Right. And then,
you gotta build your own family.
I have outside of the couple, the ones I told you about, had been together since high school. Whenever there's a program about poly, I've never seen anyone that went to this. Someone always happens, someone always leaves, they don't,
Yeah, they say, oh, I don't know. I feel like it's a constant communication. Sometimes some people say there's a hierarchy. Some people want to be head honcho and stuff instead of being on one accord and feeling like they're teammates, which ain't good. Some people feel like they should have more authority over somebody else. And it's weird because I feel like everybody should always come together and communicate and always be on one accord. There is no, I'm gonna decide I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna decide I'm gonna do that because it's just it. A polygamy relationship is just like a monogamous relationship, except it's multiple people. It's more than 2 people. You just got a third person who's also a part of every situation that you normally deal with this too. That's it. And it's times where a lot of things are, and don't call me lazy, But there are a lot of things that are beneficial sometimes, in my opinion. Like when women want to go shopping and they want to take all day at the stores, they can do that together. And the dude could be at home playing his video game, watching a movie or whatever, or even chilling with the kids. Because women like to go to the store and be at the store, like it's their movie. And there's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? The whole time you're going with what they call it, sister wife, y'all having good conversations, talking, picking out the right stuff. She, girl, you don't want to grab that. You want to grab this. You know what I'm saying? Helping you change your diet. Because y'all been talking about how y'all want to go on this weight journey loss and all that stuff. I feel like it's a dynamic because women are supposed to get along. They definitely are.
Yeah, I can see that, but they might in the beginning.
Do they what?
They might get along swimmingly in the beginning, but then I honestly think the most a successful poly relationship is someone who isn't or don't want to be sexually active. Like they want that break. Like they don't want to have that burden on them to fulfill that part of the relationship on a regular, constant basis. That they seek that break. So I think they will be successful in because it's like, oh, where you go to him, because they not even gonna stay comfortable. They just don't want to, entertain that as much as he would. And if you have a sister wife or two or three, and y'all take days, you can take probably like 3-4 days off.
Mm-hmm.
Chill, do what you want to do, and not have to be bothered with him. But, so I can see that type of relationship being successful.
Yeah, I mean, any, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I feel like with any relationship where the two people gotta work together to help each other build and help each other be on point is good. Because it's like, well, I feel like folding these clothes. I got you. I did that. Yes, I did that as soon as I woke up. Well, I don't feel like doing the my stomach hurt. Well, I'll take care of that. Things get done differently, and I feel like sometimes women are, they can be just like a man, they can be practical and don't want to admit that they need help and they want the help, but as soon as they get it, they try to get this done without you, or they don't even notice it, or maybe they don't acknowledge it. I hope they're acknowledging it, because honestly, I've heard some situations and I've seen people talk about their life and all that, and I don't think it's like, man, you got it bad. Like, wish I could help, wish there was something I could do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, I can't. Hopefully you find somebody who can.
Yeah.
You can't expect people. I just don't like the whole monogamy versus. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't expect people to truly understand because they don't want to. Especially if they're so go on. Okay, I understand you feel that way, but why? Why is monogamy the way it is? Where in the Bible did God say, "Oh, I'm mad at y'all"? No. But I do know one thing. You gotta be happy. I had a good stretch. Yeah, you gotta be happy. You gotta be happy with the decisions you make in your life, and you gotta be happy with um, understanding that whoever you love, I guess it don't. I ain't gonna say I guess it don't matter, but it don't matter because they used to try to use a lot of different what's the word I want to use? Examples, bad examples of why monogamy relationships are better than polyamorous relationships, and why polyamorous relationships are better than monogamous relationships. When really it's all about the people that's in those relationships that make it work. Because you got people that's living monogamous lifestyle, but they're not. I mean, they're living monogamy out in the open, but they live in a poly life in secret. Why? Because they're afraid to communicate. They're afraid to talk to their girl about it, or afraid to talk to their man about it. So they know as soon as they do, what's going to happen. They are no longer going to be, I guess, with that person, because they know how that person feels. If you're with somebody long enough, you know how they're going to react or how they want to communicate to you about something.
Then leave them alone.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That was going to be my next thing. if that happens to be the case, then you have to leave them alone. You have to choose to be you. Choose your happiness over somebody else's happiness. Man. That's how it's gotta be. You can't be like, oh, I want this person to be happy.
I
How
want
are
this
you
person
feel?
and that person. They both feel me in two different ways.
I mean, that's real though. That's real. That's what poly is. That's love. Like
poly is three people agreeing.
Yeah, but
other than that, it's cheating.
Right, I agree that part. But
if
what I'm
I
saying
get
is,
in a relationship when I was expecting in a monogamous relationship, you ain't telling me something. I met somebody and I think I want to have an open relationship now.
To be honest, I don't think that's how it truly has happened. I don't think.
You don't?
No, I don't think no man secretly goes into a relationship and then be like, "Hey, let's be poly." I honestly believe it's something that's talked about, like, "Oh, what are you into? What do you like to do?"
Oh, from
it's like, yeah.
Not all men. I don't think do. I really don't.
I mean, if they don't, in my opinion, that means they don't live the lifestyle. Majority,
but I don't think they all do.
If they're not talking about it or mentioning it, then they don't live the lifestyle, in my opinion. Because I've seen people, and this is crazy because I've seen this stuff, and it's not like I was doing any note taking, but I guess I was taking mental notes because I can recall this stuff. But this dude made a post. It was like a 2 paragraphs, and he was just talking about how he could never do that. He's a monogamous guy. He likes the traditional, and I almost got on there like that's not traditional. Anyway, but he liked the traditional way, and he can only see himself having one queen, whatever, like that. And in my head, I'm like, bro, you could have been a yes man trying to get likes. You think girls don't like him, but he could have been serious. That could have been something he truly felt and how he wanted to live. So therefore, when he talks to somebody, he don't gotta be like, hey, yo, yeah, by the way, I'm into poly. But then there are some guys out there who's like, I'll let it be known, or that's the first thing I do. Like the guys who being sneaky, or exactly what you said, they're cheaters. Those are the guys and they're afraid. Yeah.
They find somebody, they into poly, they find somebody that they really, really like. They want to tell her, but they know if I tell her, I'm gonna lose her. So I'm just gonna be with her, and then little by little try to see if I can't maybe talk her around to it. Like, no.
Yeah, especially, and I feel like that's only bad if, in some kind of form or way, she made it clear that that's not the life she want to live. So when you pursuing her, thinking that she would live that life for you, it's not something you was like, all right, well, I know she told me this, but maybe she'll change her mind. Now that's wrong. But if she never even mentioned it, in my opinion,
but if that's your
really like,
if that's your viewpoint, you should mention it from the jump.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I feel like if you live that lifestyle, I'm gonna let you know that I want to be in a relationship with you, but I also want to let you know that I also want to be in a poly relationship, and I would love being that with you. Don't be like, well, I don't want to lose. She's down to earth. This, everything I was looking for. Can't be. Because she want to be in a poly relationship, so she's missing something. Because if she was everything you was looking for, she would be enough.
Everything you're looking for in one person. That's crazy.
I've heard men say that she's my queen. She's my.
I'm trying to
my
think.
Soulmate.
I'm trying to think like I'm trying to be rational because this comment can't be biased. What I'm about to say, I can't be the one sided with the statement. So, because I feel some type of way, but it's like to feel that way would mean that I would have to be okay. Okay, so let me break it down. When you said that, I hate this, but this is our truth. Here we go. When you said that, in my mind, I thought, okay, if a man, no, a woman, no, yeah, right. If the man comes to the woman, talking to her, letting her know how she feels, being open and being real with her from the get go, and crazy. And because it's gonna be vice versa. Because I'm gonna do it this way, and the man's talking to the female, he's getting to know her and everything, and y'all know the whole thing. Full blah blah blah. Gets to the point where he loves her, but there's something that he feels is missing. Like, even though she said, I can be your all, I can give you everything you need is from me and all that. Like, even though people say I can, like, they say that stuff, like, I can be your everything, or
I say she
is,
he said,
right, or he can say she's my everything, whatever, whatnot, right. Whatever. But when they say that, if they're not, like, when they meet someone else, like maybe a job or work or whatever, and they're having just as much fun with that person like they are with them.
Yeah.
And they're creating that relationship, slowly getting to know this person. They want to be around this person. They like being around this person. They looking forward to seeing this person. That's a form of
cheating.
A person, huh?
Cheating.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh.
I was gonna say that's a form. See, now you got that word in my head. That's not even the word I was gonna use.
That's a form of what?
I was gonna say that's a form of you put cheating in my head. It's not a form of cheating, y'all. That's not what I was gonna say. I'm trying to bring it back.
Okay, why you think about that?
No.
You know what annoys me?
No. Okay, there it is. So it's not a form of cheating when a person does that. That is a form of them getting to know another person. That's a form of them getting something that they didn't know they wasn't getting out of their relationship without even trying to get it. Because now your woman is seeing you dress nice, look good. Why? Because you want to go to work as well. And you want to, you look forward to seeing your work buddy who happens to be a female. And it's not cheating. It's not cheating. You writing it all in the air. It's not cheating.
I can't say. You know what annoys me? When I see, I mean, like on just different, and people say, "Mom, your work wife, your work husband."
That's why I try to avoid saying that.
What the?
That's why I try to avoid saying that.
Your work wife, mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I try to avoid saying that.
Whoop you and your work wife. Your work wife. Oh,
I wouldn't say work wife. That's why I say work buddy, because
I mean, right, but it annoys me like when I see and somebody say that, like, oh, that's his work wife, and you accept? Are you serious right now?
The reason why I say that, the reason why I say what I said though about the whole work buddy thing, because and why I was hesitant, because I'm so against a woman having two men, and it's weird to me. But at the same time, when I just said what I said about maybe he happens to think that, but she's not everything. You know what I'm saying? What he gets from her, he don't get out of the other women, and it could be the same thing for a woman. Like, and with men, we're actually a lot easier to depict from having multiple of. If a woman wanted to actually be in a polygamous polyandry relationship, in a successful one, she could pick easy. I got my food guy. I got my strong guy who helps me move stuff, and these are guys that she's picking based off how they can benefit her, and of course, if she's a good woman, she's helping them grow and she's growing, feeding into them. But the point is, they all have a value, and maybe one of them can't do something like somebody else. Like, everybody not smart, so she might have somebody else who could do finances like crazy, and she's in love with him, and she's in love with his intelligence. But he don't look like the other guy, like Sam, who's super strong and cocky and whatever, and he moving stuff and all that. But he's not dumb. But he's not dumb.
People are just impatient.
I feel like you say people are. What about the ones that build a man? What about the ones that's what about the ones that's 45 years old? Like, they're not patient enough. They haven't been patient. What about the ones that's in their 50s and they're alone? They about to be at the end.
Maybe it's something in them that they need to work on first before anyone else is introduced into their lives. You having this man, that man, and that man, and this man trying to build a man. Boo boo. You still ain't working on your issue.
So you think it's an issue? Do you think they may have an issue if they're trying to do that?
Yes.
Why? Why can't they just want to be happy and that's what makes them happy? Being able to deal with different personalities.
You know what?
Because that's one thing I learned about the people in this world. Not everybody is the same. And when you get certain people together and they get to bouncing off each other with conversation or thoughts, it's like, man, this is amazing. And like, especially if you don't have that with the other person you're with.
That's true. But
man, you don't want to let something like that
are
go.
Are they just with you? I mean, because you have, I don't know, my thing is you got 7 boyfriends or you got 7 girlfriends. Don't they don't have
it's like, do they have a girlfriend or boyfriend of their own? Right. Yeah.
They look like, well, I gotta share you.
Some people think like that, but at the same time, I don't think people get into. Well, I think it is. I think it's like that's called kitchen poly. That's called kitchen table poly, where different people, like Bob is dating Sally and Sally's dating Michael, but Michael's dating Felicia. But they all know about it and they all hang out together. They all do stuff like. And sometimes Michael and Felicia go off on their own, or Sarah and Bobby go off on their own, but they're all intertwined with each other. Like, and that's a kitchen table poly. So they that do exist where they're okay with that. But then they have closed relationship, closed triad poly, where it's like it's just us three and nobody else coming in. We're not dealing with nobody else.
Love is love.
Exactly, and we all love each other, and love is love. And I feel like if you honestly love somebody, and y'all can make it work, and y'all can grow, and y'all can do what it is y'all supposed to do, that's what matters. Be happy, live your life, and make sure you're being safe and being respectful.
Look, if you're a jealous person,
it's not for you. It's not, unless you're good at communication.
If you are an insecure person, it's not.
Yeah.
If you are a person that
not even communication can help you.
Low self-esteem, it's not for you.
Unless it'll help you boost your self-esteem.
No, it's not going to help them. Nope.
You don't think so?
No, of course, no, because they're going to always be comparing themselves to the other person.
You don't think these people will be able to understand their own personality is why? Because, like I said, so not everybody's going to like somebody for the same reasons.
So they have low self-esteem. No, they're not. It's not for you. If you always envision this perfect relationship with this perfect man, and it's just you and him, and y'all doing y'all thing, it's not for you. Mm-hmm. If you not an open, carefree 70s hippie type person, it's not for you.
Carefree 70s hippie type.
Stay in your love. Your
somebody
lane.
With a tie-dye shirt. With a
Back
rock.
then, they was like, love is just love, man.
You sound just like them.
Love. Like, yeah, if that's not your personality, leave it. Say no. When he come to you and he be like, baby, I want no. We need to break up. I need to find someone on my level, because you ain't it. Don't be like,
love is love. You
gotta. Sure, honey. You're gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
You're gonna be miserable, and sooner or later, it's not gonna work, because you're gonna snap, or you're gonna make their lives miserable because you're miserable, and you're gonna be walking around the house pouting and depressed and upset all the freaking time, when all you had to do is buck up and say no in the beginning. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. Ain't no man worth your comfortability. Is someone out there for you? It ain't got to be him. So if you don't want to do that, don't go alone and get along.
And don't compare it to the other. Live it because you want to, because that's what you want in your heart, not because you're trying to weigh out your options on which one is the better choice for you. So that's still not going to be a good reason. If it's not going to make you happy, if you're not doing it because it makes you happy and you look forward to living that type of life, you're not going to be happy. So it shouldn't be a pros and cons, a competition, or which one is better. It should all be about what makes you happy, what would truly make you happy. So don't be judgmental of how people want to live. Monogamous, poly, However y'all want to live, it's your choice, and you should be happy living your life.
And for those out there who want to test the boundaries, if a man come to you and he asks you about that, don't get mad. You know what he say? You tell him, sure, you find a girl, find a guy. See what he think about that.
Be careful. A real polyamorous person might be like, okay, then what you gonna do?
Found a guy. Let's see how poly you, because you might be thinking she lying. He gonna think, oh, she ain't gonna find nobody. And she just saying that.
That's funny.
And to be real funny, like this guy did on Threads, there's people that be asking different stories. So pretty much he came on and he told his wife that he wanted an open relationship. They had been married for I think it's like 20 something years, and he told her he wanted an open relationship. He didn't want an open relationship at first. But they were on the Facebook about to get divorced.
Mm.
So she was like, so he came to her again after a year. You know, I really think what help our marriage is to have an open relationship, because I think it'll put clear that I'm not feeling the same. So she finally gave in. Well, it's easier, like you said, you know how you said for a woman. Well, she was able to find a guy, and he tried it, didn't like it, but the guy that she started dating, because he wanted an open relationship, treated her better than her husband treated her.
Ah.
So when he came back, he was like, I think I changed my mind. She's like, no, we good.
Oh yeah, that could be an issue.
She was like, no, we good. And he was like, what? What? She was like, yeah, you want to meet him? You know, I know you said that we weren't supposed to ever introduce.
You want to meet him?
Right. She was like, but we good. And he was saying how now but he was saying I was like, oh, she was out. Okay, it started out with he cheated first. In the beginning, he cheated, she stayed, and then he asked for an open relationship. Counseling, blah, blah, blah. So, he in the Threads, and he was like, she don't really spend that much time with me anymore. We barely have sex. Maybe, I think he said we had sex twice in this month. Twice in a whole entire month. She won't close the marriage back up. And I'm like, well, you open that door, partner.
Right.
So yeah, be careful what you ask for.
I feel like anybody. I don't think anybody should live that life if they're not making their partner happy, because that can happen. Like if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're not supposed to be trying to do that anyway, because that can happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna backfire and you'll be looking stupid.
Right.
So make your choices. Think about what you really want to do. If you want to be poly, if you want to be non-poly. I mean, you want to be monogamous, but be happy. Live your life. And we're gonna move on to the next part, which is the word of the day. I don't know why she just tried to give me the phone like I'm about to read the word of the day.
I'm gonna do the word of the day. I'm gonna pronounce it, then I'm gonna spell it so you pronounce it.
I think she was trying to show me because it's an ugly word.
Burst. Brust. Brust. BRUSQUE.
Birthday.
Birthday. Let's see what they say.
A burst.
Oh, I got it. Like
I knew it.
Brust.
My second choice.
Okay, definition.
Brusque.
Markedly short and abrupt. A brusque reply. Definition number 2. Blunt in manner or speech, often to the point of ungracious harshness.
Say the word again.
Brusque.
Brusque. Brusque. Let me see. Read the definition one more time for me, please.
Markedly short and abrupt. Abrupt reply. Or blunt in manner or speech, often to the point of ungracious harshness. Karen, very rough with those black folks over there.
That was an English word?
Yes.
That's going in the box.
He put it in the box, y'all.
That's going in the box.
Tell me, did y'all put it in the box?
I hope y'all did. Brusque? Brusque? To say what? That was blunt? When you can just say blunt? It means the same thing. To be blunt is to be brusque. Or to be brusque, to be blunt. He threw it in the box, y'all. Yeah, I'm putting that in the box. I thought it was going to be something amazing. Because the word was B-U-R-S-Q-U-E.
B-R-U.
Or B-R-U-S-Q-U-E. I remember.
Yo. Yeah. Well,
and then it just spelled, and that sounds like brisket, but it's burst.
That's what I thought. When I was like, is that burst? Right. Then I was like, no.
But that's not it.
Yeah. Well, folks.
If y'all like that word, let us know.
Yeah.
I don't.
You heard it here.
Y'all know what it is, so y'all have a good night, and I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. This is our truth.
Be kind to someone on purpose.
And be kind to someone new.
Because I am his mom.
And I am her son.
Peace.
Good night.